Sagittarius, someone's been sneaky, but they can't stop thinking about you. And their return is going to change everything. So sneaky snake talks about someone who may have deceived, lied, or acted in secret, which shook the trust. You have lost your trust in this person, but they have these constant thoughts. Despite their actions, they're emotionally fixated. They can't let you go. The reconciliation talks about there's a chance for this person from the past to return, but it will be a new dynamic, not the same as before because of this death card. Transformation is inevitable. Something ends, but this clearing creates space for rebirth of the relationship or a version of love that's stronger and more authentic. So the takeaway from, well, this week's collective energy for Sagittarius, this is your energy checking, by the way, for the 3rd to the 10th of March. Happy spring. So this is a dramatic, emotionally charged return of a past connection. It's not safe or small, but it's impactful. It demands awareness, boundaries, and courage to embrace the new chapter. Because I really don't like this card. This card talks about a person who only cared about themselves, only very self-absorbed, narcissistic potentially, and you know, you've really stopped tolerating that. Maybe they had walked out on their own terms as well. It could be, again, a Scorpio in particular here, my dear Sagittarius. So let's get more insight. If you want to see the full-length video, head on over to my YouTube channel. Just click on the link in my bio and then the social icon. Yeah, this is, again, I say Q Mercury retrograde in Pisces, because it could be Pisces you've been dealing with as well. False hope. Tries to sell you a pipe dream, no substance, evasive. This is what you've been dealing with, right? This is what you've been dealing with. This person had created a sense of false hope. You thought that they're committal. You thought that this person is consistent. They created this massive illusion, like the magician would, and then bam, like disappeared, ended, finito, gone. Maybe caught out their lies, and then because they knew that they got caught, the only way was to get over this was to flee. So very interesting. Let's have a look. This could be your energy, of course, especially for those cross-watching this. This could be your energy, Sagittarius. Take what resonates. The energies in the reading can go vice and versa. So you have to use your own discernment to see what applies to you, what doesn't. Leave the rest. I feel like this is your energy. Of course, could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If you're a Sagittarius male, you may have dealt with a water sign, female, blonde hair, blue eyes, lighter complexion. But I feel like this talks about the fact that you have stuck to hope, although you knew that this cannot last. You love this person unconditionally. No doubt about it, right? You love them unconditionally. You still do. You still do. Whether they are in your life or not. So again, use your own discernment, see what resonates with you. Wow. See the Magician, right? You've been trying to manifest them for the longest of times, or you've been trying to manifest this person into your life for a long time, and then when it happened, it's just like, wow. You thought the meeting with this person or the connection with this person is very fated, brought to you by destiny. Your intuition has always been guiding you towards this person, but they didn't stick around. And this is what annoys me the most, because you had such high hopes here, but the way that this person had acted was one foot in, one foot out, coming in, going back, acting like a child, acting immature, only sustainable when they wanted their sexual desires fulfilled with you. They may have used you as a sex object, I'm hearing, unfortunately, with these cards as well. So see how it resonates with you. Of course, maybe dealing with an Aquarius. This week, expect a form of wish fulfillment. Expect your intuition to be right and to be guiding you in the right direction. But some of you may be feeling like you're better off without this. You're better off without the children's play. You're better off without the kindergarten drama. This is what this person has brought into your life. And this is what this connection has caused you to behave as such, right? You have to release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. It could be that attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Don't self-sabotage if somebody else is trying to show you attention, of course. Their life is all over the place. Maybe that's why the consistency was not there, because they were dealing with a lot of things you were not aware of, that because they couldn't allow you to get close to them. This person has commitment issues. They're unavoidant. They hope that you can forgive them one day, and they know they have crossed the line with you, and so many things remind them of you, because they're getting a lot of synchronicities, and they are attracted to you just to affirm these things. The feelings haven't dissipated. But then at the top of this deck, I've got rowing eyes. This is someone who's keeping their options open. Flirting, obviously, maybe with this particular person. They didn't even hide the fact they were checking other people out in front of your face, and that used to piss you off. Like, you know, when you're walking with your man and he keeps on looking at every other woman who looks half decent, because they just want that validation. They just want to catch somebody else's sight upon them, because that makes them feel good inside, right? Demanding. Yeah, this person gaslit you and made you out like you're the diva, that you're the high maintenance one. And they had unrealistic expectations. By this I mean they probably wanted to play the field, but they said you're not allowed to talk to nobody else. They wanted the cake and eat it too. See, age gap or immature attitude, out of sync, needs more time. I feel like this person lacks relationship experience like you have had. That's what the issue is. Maybe they never, it says immature, right? They never were able to hold a proper relationship down. Look back at their relationship history, right? What have they had in their life? Did they sustain a long-term relationship? Did they sustain a long-term marriage? Are they a good mother, father, right? Whatever the situation may be, you want a new beginning, but you're cautious about it as well. I feel like you have so much fear. You have so much fear if this reconciliation does take place and they do come back. Now you're questioning their motives. For the first time, which I appreciate, Sagittarius, you are questioning this person's motives. You've been hurt in the past, right? You've been hurt, and the experiences you had with this person were never really fruitful as such. And now when they come in, you feel cautious. You're treading cautiously. You are afraid to get hurt again. You're afraid to have a repeater of the past situation. So you're going to start setting a boundary, which I appreciate. You are going to set a boundary this week. You are no longer going to let them get away with murder or come in and out as they please, or tell you how and what the relationship is going to be about, or very controlling energy. Here could be an Aries or an older person you dealt with. They thought they could easily manipulate you. Well, that's not the case at all, right? Mirror. Reflects own issues, like attracts like. So it could be at the time that you had welcomed this person into your reality, you yourself were going through some things, you know, which made you a bit distant towards this connection, or maybe you were going through some things where you had tolerated the connection as it was. Where I'm going with this, hear me out, is, let's say you broke up with someone and you were seeking a rebound, you got with this person, carried on with them, and then they screwed you over. They were a snake. The thing is, the connection didn't start on a stable foundation. That's why in the end you have missed the danger zones, the danger marks, with the red flag, so to speak, right? With this particular individual. Could have been a Taurus here in particular for some of you, right? So new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So yeah, you may be dealing with somebody else right now. You may be dealing with somebody who is actually triggering you and mirroring you. Like two peas in a pod, but this person could be somebody who is true love. Maybe meeting them at some social event this week if you're about to go out. If you've been invited to attend an event or a birthday or some sort of celebration. I'm hearing a christening, even a wedding. I wonder if you're happy without me. This person oftentimes catches themselves thinking about you, of course. I remember every detail of that day. I feel like they are reminiscent on the last sexual encounter that's happened between you. If that never happened, then maybe reminiscing on the last time that they have actually seen you. You know, the cruelest thing about this connection is that you felt so happy. You felt so emotionally content. And when they had left you out in the cold, this is when it hit below the belt, because you had such high hopes. You're afraid of getting rejected again this week. You're afraid of being left out in the cold. There could be some monetary issues presenting itself this week, some health issues as well. So take care of yourself, Sagittarius. But I also see that you meet someone, and there's instant, for those of you especially who are single, not dealing with anyone in particular at the moment, or moving away from a person. There's a moment of connecting with someone very intensely, having a very happy moment, like vibing together, and then suddenly you shut off because you're like, no, it's not going to work. I'm going to get hurt again. I cannot allow this person to, you know, put myself in a situation where I'm going to get hurt again. Gemini energy, the Lovers talks about choices, life path altering choices. You will have a situation where you're choosing between two people, or choosing between your own self and them. For instance, you know that you love yourself and you can no longer tolerate their behavior, or this person from the past behavior. So of course take what resonates with you here. It's a bad timing, too little too late, taken, not ready to love again. Yeah, it's always been bad timing, and it's bad timing again with this particular person. And you're afraid to step into newness because you've been burned before. Aries had similar cards. If you have been dealing with an Aries, do rewatch that video. But again, don't get triggered, because energies can go vice versa. It can talk about you, but it can also talk about what Aries did to you. Same here. Maybe you've been doing some things to this person. Maybe you had not been fully open and honest. So take what resonates. You know, it's all private. No one sees what you've been going through. No one knows what you've been going through. No one knows who's watching this. So we're good, right? But admit to yourself what's what. But you are afraid to love someone again because you haven't healed trauma. You could have become an avoidant due to all these experiences. You don't want to deal with anyone. You keep on rejecting potential love propositions or people asking to take you out, Sagittarius. So don't be a recluse. Let go of control issues, exactly. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And allow your friends to help you, because you could be meeting someone through your friend circle. Or maybe you're interested in someone within your friend circle specifically, but you don't want any more friends with benefit situation. You don't understand how hard it was to let you go for this person. But yeah, they did it. And yet they did it with finesse. And yet they're still carrying on with it. So it's just like this person does one thing, but then feels something different. And this is where the confusion stems from. Yeah, Taurus energy here again. Could be, of course, Capricorn or a Virgo. Someone above the age of 35. Black, brown hair, brown eyes, tan or darker complexion. But it also talks to me that you are bound to meet somebody you're going to settle with. You're going to have decades-long commitment with. This could be somebody through your work endeavors. This could be somebody you may have rejected in the past, actually, very interestingly so. If this person's coming back, the one that's hurt you before and gaslit you before, I'd be cautious, because it could be they're coming here for some monetary gain out of you, and it's because the time is convenient for them, because they're traveling down your area. So be cautious. If something feels off, don't just rush into things, think things through. Appear a bit unavailable at first. Let's get some oracle cards to sort of wrap this up for you. Ooh, volatility. You're feeling very triggered this week. You're feeling very confrontational, but not because, you know, there's something wrong with you. It's because it's just a lot of emotions are purging, is regurgitating to the surface, and people are triggering you. People are saying, doing stupid shit. This person may be coming in, being audacious, expecting you to run back to them. Communion. The ego may be someone's spirit animal, or seeing eagles may be important for you this week, so watch out. But I feel like the communion talks about the fact of you coming in integration with higher self, coming in integration with yourself. So all those feelings you're feeling, all that volatility that's coming up to the surface, integrate it. Make it a communion with yourself, to not allow the pain and the disappointment to, you know, backfire on you, to make you feel like you can't go on, make you feel like you'll never find love again. Use that pain and utilize it into something important. Like, I don't know, you feel pissed, go for a workout. You feel angry, go journal. Go record a video, go dance, go do more work, go start a new project. This is important for you this week. It's just not everything is as doom as gloom. It's just how you perceive the situation and what you do about it. Focus on the things you can control, and there will be synergy in your life. This is what's lacking. There's no cohesion. It's like one thing after the other. You're all over the place. Maybe there's no routine, no structure, because this person has severely destabilized you, or because everything revolves around this person. And this is what causes this great deal of anger, because nothing is happening. All you get is disappointment, but you're not focusing on self. You have to go inward, focus on self, focus on your own rebirth this week. If you're not private reading, the link is in my bio. I also accept Amazon wishlist donations. You get 3-question reading in exchange, or 15-minute reading in exchange. Once you purchase the item, just shoot me a message and we can go from there. There are other opportunities, other possibilities towards personal healing and happiness. Your personal healing and happiness doesn't just revolve around one person, Sagittarius. There could be a contract coming in as well, or finally some good news about a contract that you didn't see coming. A work contract, a mortgage, maybe something this person did that you have to rectify or sort out, but it's something that you've been fighting for a very long time. Could be family assets, inheritances, I'm not sure, see how it resonates. There is abundance coming your way. You will prevail, Sagittarius, but you're keeping yourself stuck in this negative loop. You are the one who is going to set yourself free, not somebody else. Appreciate yourself a bit more, but you'll be taking action and starting a new beginning. Some of you may be relocating, traveling as well. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Take care now. Goodbye, Sagittarius.